Hey guys, and welcome to today's video, which is a plant collection. Finally, I have had so many requests to film this video and I don't know why, but I've just been putting it off for so long, and I'm finally sitting down filming it for you guys today. You guys know I'm a plant mom. I love my plant babies. I love plants. I love going to nurseries and plant stores and buying plants and potting plants and painting the pot. I love the whole shebang. I am very excited to be bringing you guys this video today. I have all of my beautiful babies behind me. You probably can't see most of them, but today I'm going to be sharing with you guys all of my plant babies and sharing with you guys a little bit about them so you guys can see what I've got currently. I'm sure this collection will grow and there's lots of plants I still would like to get, but I just want to pop it out there. I am in no way an expert. I do not know everything about plants and I'm still constantly learning so much about plants, but I find buying them really fun. I love looking after them and I just think they're so beautiful. I just wanted to put that out there because there's a bunch of stuff I know that I don't know. So if you guys do have any tips or anything you want to share with me or think I might find useful, feel free to comment down below and we can have a little bit of a chat about plants because, oh my goodness, I love plants. Also, if you want to see more of my plants or in the future new additions, head over to my Instagram because I do have a highlight reel on there for all of my plant babies so you guys can stay updated with, yeah, my collection and how it's going. But without further ado, let's jump in and get started with today's video. So the first one I have to show you guys is this little one. It's in a giraffe pot. The pot is from Kmart and in it I just have this little succulent. He's a little bit burnt at the ends because he does actually sit outside on the coffee table and he also broke his neck, so there is a line. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I had to glue it back together, but he's good, he's surviving. So I chucked this succulent in probably like 9 months ago because it wasn't doing so well in the other pot that I had it in, so I popped it in this one and I brought it back to life, so I'm very happy about that. I don't really know too much about this one. I'm pretty sure this succulent is a cutting from my grandma's garden. My grandma is obsessed with plants. She has so many plants and she's taught me a bunch of stuff. If I ever have a question about plants, I go to her or I'll research it myself, and she often gives me like little cuttings of things to grow in my garden, so very grateful for that. And this is one of the cuttings that she gave me. It is a little bit burnt at the ends, but yeah, look, she's flourishing. You should have seen her before. The next one is this little succulent as well, again a cutting, but I just thought that I would get these out of the way first. So not 100% sure what type of succulent this is, but she's looking really cute. She's flourishing. I painted this pot myself and it's really cute. It's got a little face on it. She's blushing. This one's doing super well. I potted this one recently, like probably 5 weeks ago, and yeah, she's got quite a lot of roots as well because I was gonna repot her, but yeah, she's doing really well, so I'm leaving her in her home. Next we have this little terrarium, and this one my grandma actually gave me for my birthday this year, and I've left it because she like designed it and made it look all pretty in one of those like nursery pots, and I didn't want to replant it, so I have just popped it in this pot, which is from Kmart, and it's like pastel pink, and just chucked the little nursery pot in there. But yeah, it's just a whole bunch of different succulents. This one is the one that's in the little giraffe pot that I just showed you, and I'm pretty sure this one is the one that I just showed you as well. I love my grandma, she is so cute. Now we have this calathea, and I think calatheas are so beautiful. This one Rachel Catherine actually got me for my birthday this year, and they're so unique because the top of the leaves are, you know, a certain color, and then underneath they're a different color. Yeah, their leaves are quite cool and interesting. I just love the patterns that are on calatheas, and this one's doing super well. It doesn't need too much maintenance. Look at that leaf, that is so beautiful. There's so many different types of calatheas. I have another one here that I'm going to show you a little bit later, but they're so beautiful and I'd highly recommend these if you are planning on starting a little plant collection. I think they're beautiful and fairly easy to maintain. Next we have my little happy plant. Oh, all the roots are coming out the bottom. Now this bad boy was my first ever plant, started the whole collection, started my obsession with plants. This one I got from Bunnings. He's doing pretty well. He's flourishing. Definitely could do with a little bit more sunlight. I keep this one in my bathroom and I've switched where he used to be and he doesn't get the afternoon sun anymore. But yeah, again with this one, pretty low maintenance. I've never really had any problems with him, but I think happy plants are just an essential. They're so cute and his leaves are getting so long. So the corner of my bathroom that I have him in, he's like, the leaves sort of go up the walls. Big fan of this one as well. Now we got a bad boy on our hands. We've got this cactus and the pot I painted myself. It's a little bit crooked, but no one knows. Actually, you guys all do now. I just told you. This one I got from a nursery actually, and I really love these kinds of cacti. If you guys can see, it does have really pointy thorns on it, so you definitely have to be a bit careful with this one. But this one is a Euphorbia Trigona. I think this one needs a little bit more sun. The area that I have it in my office doesn't really get much sun. It gets light, but I think it could do with a little bit of a harsher climate. So I might actually move this bad boy, but I have had no problems with this one. It's fairly new though, so we'll see how she goes. Now, I'm not going to pick this one up, so I'll just put like a little overlay thing of this plant for you. But it's my fiddle leaf and she's actually quite big. She goes in my bathroom because I have a skylight and she is just flourishing. She's living her best life. I got this one from Bunnings and she was a little bit under the weather. She had a few problems with her when I got her. I think she might have been overwatered and she just wasn't looking great. Her leaves weren't very good and strong, so I think I've done a fairly good job at nursing her back to health. She didn't look this good when I bought her, so I'm pretty proud of myself for that one. But she's very tall, very big, and fiddle leaf figs are my favorite, like my absolute favorite. This is my favorite plant. Sorry to all you other guys, but this one is definitely my favorite. They are quite expensive though. I've never really been able to deal with the smaller ones. I'd love to buy one and see how I go, try my luck. This one, because she wasn't doing so well, I got her for like $20 or something like that, which is crazy good for a fiddle leaf, because normally if you buy one this size from Bunnings it's like $70-$80, which I think is a lot of money to spend. If it dies, you've invested quite a bit of money in that. Yeah, I got this one, nursed her back to health, and she's doing quite well. The next one is my second plant. I bought it in the same trip as I bought my first plant, and this is a Peperomia. These plants are so cool. Do be careful though if you do get one of these, because the leaves can sometimes be a little bit poisonous, and if you like touch your face you can get rashes and reactions. I have very sensitive skin, and if I touch the leaves and then touch my face, I will get a rash. This one is super easy maintenance. I barely have to water this one. What I love most about this Peperomia is the leaves. They are so pretty. Variegated leaves are one of my favorites, but yeah, I've never had a problem with her. She's been so strong since day one. I probably bought her like a year and a half ago, so I'm very proud she's still with us. She's grown a little bit. She doesn't grow too much. Next we have a peace lily. She is flourishing. She is loving life. I love peace lilies because they are air purifiers, so they'll clean the toxins out of the air for you. Really good to have in your bedroom or like your study or something, an area where you are quite often. But yeah, fairly easy to look after. She's not too temperamental. She doesn't need a lot of water. She sort of just goes with the flow. She's very chill. Talking about her like she's a person, I'm sure you've picked up on that. I feel like all of my plants have like personalities. I used to give them names, but now I can't really think fast enough. So yeah, the newer ones don't really have names anymore. But yeah, I've just got her in this big pot that I painted myself. Don't really love the pot. Started off with the stars around the top, and then I just went a bit crazy, and now I'm not really a fan. The next one I have to show you is a cutting again from my grandma. She got me this cutting and I'm supposed to pot this. I've like propagated it in water, if you guys can see that, so all the roots are down here, and she suggested that I put it in soil and like actually pot it so I have a plant, because it's not going to last forever in here. It's like a variation of Monstera, I think. It's called Swiss cheese. This one's not actually doing as well as the other ones are. I probably should have shown you one of my other ones. I got 4 of these, and this one is the one that sits in my bathroom. So I really do need to pot them. I've been putting it off for a few weeks now, but yeah, this is a little cutting. We'll see how she goes when I pot her. And next I have a Chinese money plant, and this is so cute. I got this for my birthday this year from my friend Anya, and I think these are so cool. I've wanted one for so long. The best thing about these is the leaves, if you guys can see that. They almost look like suction caps or something. I don't know. I think they're really cool. This one I haven't had any problems with, but she's definitely a bit of a moody plant. She's very sensitive. If she gets messed with too much, the little stems or whatever these are called will fall off. But I just think they look really cool, especially in this pot. Another one of my favorite plants is Apophis, and this is a variation of Apophis. It's called Snow Queen. Look at how beautiful her leaves are. I love her so much. She's been going through a little bit of a period where she's just like a bit temperamental, not really loving her environment, so I moved her to a new position, and she's come good again. She's only got 1 brown leaf left. But look how beautiful like the white leaves are, or the cream leaves. She was very small when I bought her as well. She's a bit slow growing. Really would recommend Apophis, but this one that I'm going to show you is just my normal Apophis. I mean, she's doing all right, but she could be better. I think she just got overwatered a bit, so I've let her soil dry out a bit, and she only has a few black spots now. She did have quite a lot, so yeah, I'm hoping that I've sorted that problem. But this one has a little branch that's starting to come over the pot, and I'm so excited. This one sits on my bedside table, so I'm waiting for the stalk to like dangle over my bedside table or something. Hasn't been too fast growing because she doesn't get a lot of light. Next I have a mother's-in-law tongue. But this one I actually got from IKEA because I couldn't find a good enough one at any markets near me, or they didn't have any at the Bunnings that I went to, so I ended up just getting this one from IKEA. This one hasn't grown that much, I don't think. It looks very similar to when I bought it like 2 months ago. Maybe they're just very slow growing. I haven't done too much research. I just really liked the look of this one, but super hardy. There's some different variations of this one as well, and you can tell from the leaves. I really like these ones with the like yellow outlining. There's also, you probably can't see, there's a little shoot down there which hasn't grown or evolved yet. I don't know, I kind of wanted it to grow really big and crazy, but yeah, probably have to do some more research on this one. Now I have the other Calathea that I was talking to you guys about. This one's a little bit old and has been through quite a lot, so she's looking a little stressed. She's got some dead leaves. Really need to clean this one up a little bit. She was very bushy when I first bought her, I meant. I accidentally left her in the sun and she got zapped. She's still got a few like little burnt spots, but I've tried to clean her up and nurse her back to health. She's seeming all right now, like she's hanging in there. Hopefully she sticks it out. This Calathea doesn't actually have a different color on the other side. Another favorite plant of mine is a Monstera plant, and oh my goodness, she is absolutely thriving. This one goes in my office, and look how big she is. She is huge. This is the newest leaf and it's so glossy. But again, this one I accidentally left her in the sun like not too long after I first bought her, zapped some of her leaves, but now she's flourishing again. Honestly, this is one of my healthiest plants. Loving life. Monsteras don't need too much water either. I think it's really cool how their leaves come out too, because they don't grow a stalk and then the leaves just slowly get bigger. It kind of comes out like a wrapped up flag. That's like the best way to explain it. And then slowly like the flag part like unravels and it like spirals out to form the leaf. It's really interesting. Definitely would recommend a Monstera plant if you can find a healthy one. Give her a good old crack. The second last one I have to show you, I'm just going to put an overlay on here because it's quite heavy and I can't like hold it up to show you, but it's my devil's ivy. It's right at the back there, and one of its stalks is sort of like wrapping around my mirror here. I'm obsessed with it. I love plants that like wrap around things, and he's been doing pretty well. I got this one from a market for like $10 or something like that, and the stalks were already like established. It was a pretty grown plant. Another plant I would really recommend, very similar to Apophis. I think I like this one a little bit better, I think just because I bought it when it was more established, and I really like how it like comes out of the pot and like can wrap around stuff. And the last plant I have to show you guys in my collection today is this rubber plant. Rubber plants are so beautiful. I'd love to get my hands on a really dark green leafed one. This one's a variegated rubra. So if you guys can see, the leaves are variegated and they're like baby pink. I love it. I tried to like color coordinate with the pastel pink pot, but it's not quite the same. She was a bit floppy when I bought her, so I've got a little stake in there and I've like tied her up so she grows tall and straight. But there's a little shoot up here that hopefully is gonna form soon. We'll see how she goes. I recently moved her to beside my bed because I moved my fiddly fig into the bathroom. So I don't know, see how she goes in that position. I might have to move her again if she doesn't do too well. Such a beautiful plant, and as I said, they also come in like a dark green. I think the rule of thumb is the darker the leaf, like the darker green the leaf, the easier they are to look after, or like the less water they need. I don't know if that's actually true. I don't really live by that rule. I just sort of look after them how I've researched them, and you know, it's said to look after them, or whatever my grandma tells me to do. But yes, this is my last baby I have to show you guys. So that was my plant collection to show you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for waiting for it because I know it has been highly requested. If you guys collect plants too, or have some plant babies and there's one that you think that I might like, or you just want to tell me something about your plants, comment down below. We can have a chat about plants, or you can head over to my Instagram and we can have a chat on there. But look after yourselves, and I'll see you in my next video very soon. Bye guys. Well, I wish I could rewind, baby.